as he stands on the spaceship overlooking Metriverse, one thought crosses his mind. Welcome to a new video, folks. Apparently, Jam has named me the villain of Metriverse, and not gonna lie, I accept his challenge. That was not my face at all. Hi. But because he counts me as the villain, that means he has become a superhero. He calls himself Goose Kid with his associate Duck Boy, known as Silly Billy. So obviously I must retaliate from the cruel, cruel acts of the dowsing of my tree, which apparently he did while I was away researching in a hidey hole, and he also moved the fire truck. And I believe, yeah, it's right over here. And there's a fire station. Not really sure why he built a full fire station. I missed the... Not really sure why he had to make a full fire station, but, you know, he's probably compensating for something, right? Maybe I can find his weakness. Either way, though, I need to get to a poker game, which he has invited me to, which seems very, very suspicious, but I accepted because what better way to get to know your arch nemesis than to face them in some stat poker. So, yep, the building is where it's right there, right behind my head right now. Hello.
Okay, hi. I was expecting to hear Jam's voice and hear your voice. I'm like, ah. How are you doing, Jam?
I'm doing ready for a game of stat poker.
Alright. How are you doing, Plazma?
I'm alright. Just maintaining the base and keeping everything alive.
Very nice.
Yeah, carrots and scarecrows are tricky to deal with, I imagine.
Not burning down any forestry, are you?
Not yet.
Just be glad I didn't come to this stat poker game as Fireman Jam.
Right. Okay, stat poker!
Stat poker! Here's the good old stat poker table.
So you may have to remind me how things work, because I know there's the lights.
Of course. I feel like doing a dramatic stat poker intro. Welcome to Stat Poker. I am your host, Pat Stoker.
I thought you were Jam Pop Bong.
There's a whole multiverse of different jams.
Alright. That's easy to get behind.
I come from the Stat Poker planet, this jam variation.
Lies, you don't have a new skin for it, therefore you're regular Jam.
Oh, it's all based on the skins. Anyway, who wants a rule recap? Because I think I need a rule recap myself. We press some things, and a piece of paper appears in the chest. It will say the stat that we need to check. Then we vote using the signs on who we think is going to be the person with the most or least of this stat. If we're correct with our guess, we get a point. And the light determines if it's going to be based on the highest stat or the lowest stat. So right now it says Endermen ended here. And the light is on, so it means person with the highest of that stat gets a point.
Alright, I'll go first.
Plasma does.
Okay.
Oh.
The light is on, so highest skulk blocks mined. 159.
254.
254. Wow.
I have 33.
33.
Okay.
So I get the point.
And the server is safe for now.
With a skelly's killed. Okay.
But the light is off, so it's lowest.
Lowest.
68.
24.
I have never killed a wither skeleton.
Oh.
Hey, highest.
Oh.
Highest netherite pickaxe used. 17,595.
I beat you. I'm at 28,700.
I've never held a netherite pickaxe in my life.
Here you go. Give it back, Cody. Give it back. That was a trust exercise.
Do you trust him at all?
I don't know.
Ooh. Gold blocks.
Lowest gold blocks mined.
Who is this Plazma?
Plazma. Plazma Hero.
It's the UK version.
The UK version is just you, but with an S instead of a Z, actually. 28.
7.
0.
So, point to us all. Nice. Diamonds dropped.
But it's the lowest.
Good, let me see. Oh, lowest. Oh, okay.
585.
1,086.
Wow.
I overpay people for commissions, you see.
62. Not even a full stack.
So Plasma the smart guy wins. I'm gonna need a better nickname.
Distance climbed.
Lowest distance climbed.
Plasma
8.22 kilometers.
10.12 kilometers.
I'm not even in the kilometers. I'm just 74.17 meters.
We all get a point, but who has
Points
the
all
best
round.
nickname?
Obviously me.
My turn. Highest dirt place. Jam jar container squeak.
What?
Couldn't think of anything.
Is this a stat poker tournament or a nickname tournament? I've
What
whacked
is-
out my full name here.
Hang on. I
Jamorius
Oh.
Potterbongham MBE OBE Goosebee.
See, I
Wow.
called Plasma the professor, but you've got the degrees.
I have
I have 668.
8,274.
21,312.
Whoa.
What?
I suppose so. Again, I don't really remember each individual dirt place. That'd be too much.
You
Just all
didn't talk
blurs
to
together.
each dirt block?
I know it's a crime.
Oh no. I go out for coffee with every dirt block I place.
That's a lot of coffees.
Yes. Have you ever wondered why I'm like this? That's because I went for coffee with 8,000 dirt blocks individually. Highest distance fallen. Who is knob to top Madge?
It's you. Jam pot bong backwards.
You can read backwards.
Of course I can.
Knob to top Madge. Lovely.
I'm gonna say that is a very unique skill, and I am jealous.
120.71 kilometers.
26.9 kilometers.
13 kilometers.
Lowest carrots picked up. Jam no carrot boy pop bomb. 274.
Oh man. I nearly
Okay.
3,000.
8,911.
What?
What?
I bred villagers. There's a lot of carrots
Oh.
involved.
Lowest damage taken. I bet that
Hmm.
isn't me.
Heroic plasma boy of the carrot field.
That's
PH.
Jared's title, but fair enough.
Sorry, Jared. 75,403.
Amelia?
That's a big number. 22,800-ish.
Almost 5,000. So.
Okay, point to everyone.
Hey, I want to call you Professor Plasma from now on, okay?
Alrighty then.
That's a win in my book.
Lowest snow mind. Well, that's not me. Looks at Goose HQ. Highest shovels broken.
I'll take it.
I have broken one shovel.
I'll
Yeah,
do you
okay.
one better. 0.
25 for just diamond.
Lowest copper blocks crafted. Definitely not plasma.
Why do you use your middle name as your last name?
I don't know.
Just think it's a bit odd.
4.
1,349?
416.
Okay.
Yep.
Point to all. Lowest shares broken.
I like your nickname. Because honestly, you're the smartest of anyone here.
Material that makes up part of blood, except it's heroic. 15.
12.
0.
Yeah, because you just break trees with fire, you don't bother about the shares.
I don't need the leaves.
Hello people, I'm your host Pat Stoker, and these are the scores for Stat Poker. Plasma Hero with 17 points. And then tied at the top are Jam and Amelia with 18 points.
Alright.
Do we have a deciding round, or are we happy
You
to
have
split
that
the deal?
sword. I don't want to fight to the death or anything.
Fair enough.
I'm actually glad this didn't break out in a fight, because if one of those stats was flint and steel used, then you two would probably break out into a fight.
Yes. There's something menacing about the way you just look at me head on with those big red goggles and laugh like that.
Maybe there should be.
Okay.
So, it's been a few days since that recording. And what the heck, there's an island here. Jeez. Well, that's new. And before we continue with regularly scheduled things, here are a few clips of what the little duck was caught doing the other day. I saw him snooping around and actually... let's just play the clip, really. Billy? What are you doing? I know you're in here. I have TNT and I'm not afraid to use it. He's a lucky bird. What are you doing? Can I help you? Your stealth tactics need questioning. Right. Completely invisible. Alright, where's my bow? Well, now, as mentioned before, there has been a little war going on with this tree right here. You see, I kind of just lit it on fire on one of my first days here on the server. And then the jam of the pot of the bong decided that it was the right thing to do to try and put it out. What I have noticed, though, is that there's a little lava source right over here. The lava source right here, this is actually closer to my mansion, but he has yet to touch this naturally flowing lava. So obviously, here, if I swoop down here and I get rid of this, and then we fly up here, and I'll just safely land right here and pick stuff up. It's fine, it's natural. We're just gonna plop that right there and let the magic happen. This is natural, this is just nature taking its course, and, a superhero can't interfere with the natural order of things. You missed a spot, Mother Nature. And apparently in my cave, Billy has laid an egg. Not laid an egg, left a goose. Or a duck. I think it's a duck. Horrifying. So there we go. That's the next stage of the war. And, what's next? Oh, right! Last episode, we sort of left off on, that steampunk heart. I guess, under my base. In my basement? Is that what it counts as? How about we say hi to that guy real quick? See what he wants.
Plasma Hero, I have an offer for you.
Yeah. Cut to the chase. What do you want?
You, on the stage.
Excuse me?
You have a desire to be the villain, and I can assist you with that.
Alright then. What do you have in mind?
Our goals are aligned. If you get what you want, so do I.
And what is that?
You really don't know.
I don't know.
Well, that explains it. Your memories are foggy, like rut on a window. You can't tell the difference between two wisps and the headlights of a car.
Continue.
You are driven by impulses without knowing where they come from. You have a burning passion of anger and rage, but you don't know what fuels your fire. Come back to me when you are sure of yourself.
No. You said you were going to assist me. So what's going to happen is you're going to tell me what I need to do to jog my memories.
Clever. Alright, fine. In your pile of resources, on the opposite hill, lies a book. Grab a pen and put it to the paper.
Alright. But if this doesn't work,
It will work. Trust me.